Happy New Year to everyone, right? Best wishes for year 2022. I hope you will have a lot of success in chess, among other things. Nice. Yeah, Happy New Year. Exactly. So, what did we look at last time? We looked at activity in the endgame. Yeah, you remember this stuff, right? Black got the pawn on f2, but white was very fast with getting command of the open file, and they later on played rook b7. They had a very nice game. I vaguely remember since added chess, vaguely, but that was just 2 weeks ago. So you should remember it. But okay, yeah. Um, Anyway, some part of it you remember that white didn't care about giving away this pawn. They were more interested in installing a rook on b7, for example. Nice. So today's subject, let's see if we can get this going. Did you ever teach a USCS class? Yeah, many times. That's a funny question, Chess Samurai. Yeah, many times. Uh-huh. Today's subject, yeah, on Chessable, exactly. Great tool, Chessable Classroom. I did also with Zoom and ChessBase, but I think this is a great place for online learning. So yeah, that's a great place. Please remember about the chat window. Stay among relevant topics. Don't drift away. Then I'll make it private. The chat. So just let's keep it to chess issues only. Right. Yeah, I'm one of those who gave most lessons. That's right. That's a good point. Fantastic chess school, the US chess school run by Greg Shahadi. It's a very nice initiative. I know that it has helped many US players over the years. Anyway, very welcome to today's topic. We will speak about tactical surprises. I think it's a very entertaining topic. There are some kind of, you can say, non-standard tactical ideas which sometimes appears in our games. We have to use a lot of imagination to see them through, and that's what I would like to have a look at today. So let's start with something rather simple, I would say. I'll pick up something rather simple here. This is a game which was played a few years ago, just to see if you're awake. Okay. Here is our first example today. In this game with the white pieces Muradli and playing black is Sanikidze. I think two grandmasters or international masters from Azerbaijan and Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see that black is slightly better in this position. They have a very nice bishop on the long diagonal. White's pieces are rather passive. Structurally speaking, white has a problem with the d4 square and so on. Even so, this game, you might think that black would grind them down, their opponent in this game, slowly, but something completely different happened. At this moment, white played here. No, not swindling, no. Tactical surprises, I'm simply referring to moves which we didn't expect that would pop up. That's what I refer to. So it's 100% objective. So black played knight xe4, says Chess Samurai. Interesting. It's not black to move here, but that's definitely a resource that we should keep in mind. Anyway, let's have a look at what happened here. White should have played knight c3. This was the best choice for white. Try to keep the position more or less controlled. You will see that it has some implications. This is actually a good square for the knight. In the game, white played f4 instead. At this point, I'll quiz you for the coming moves here from black. All right, this will be our little warm-up today. Black to play and get a clear advantage. 1 minute 30. Good luck, everyone. Remember, today's topic, tactical surprises. Okay, interesting point by Eric and Chess Samurai. I get the idea. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but I think there is something even better. Okay? Remember, we're speaking about surprising moves here. Very surprising move. Okay? Yeah, you can also take with the bishop. That's true. I guess in that case, I'll take and I'll play knight, bishop c1, sorry. All right. So nobody is following the footsteps of Black in this game, of the Georgian Grandmaster. Nobody. Maybe we are still recovering from Christmas and New Year's celebrations. That's why we don't find the right path here. Okay, so nobody's even close. That's surprising. I know all of you have a very good tactical eye, so this should not be impossible for you. Yeah, there is like a hidden theme here, hidden idea for Black. All right. Tactical surprises. Which kind of surprise? Okay, so nobody, absolutely nobody got the right move. Okay, yes, do another quiz. I can do that, of course, but I'll tell you very quickly which moves probably aren't the correct ones. So somebody was saying here, bishop takes c4. In the first place, I don't understand what happens if I take on d6 first. Can't I do that? I'm giving check, right? And I can then take on c4. I guess I'm winning now. That would be a way just to throw away a very promising game. Knight takes c4 is much more relative. Knight takes relevant, sorry, much more relevant. If you play knight takes c4, yeah, I'll have to take, you'll take back, you're now threatening my knight, I will have to protect it or move it. Well, if I move it, I'm losing the bishop. I can't really afford that, right? So what would I play? Good question. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this works also. Bishop f3, is that possible? Maybe. Oh, perpetual, says somebody. I couldn't see that. Where is the perpetual? Bishop d3, you mean? Is that the perpetual? I don't follow completely. Could I play king b3 maybe? Or where should I put my king? On c3 perhaps? Maybe that's the smartest square, right? Rook d3, rook takes f3. Oh, I understand. You want to play rook d3 here and take on f3. Yeah, you would end up the exchange down, right? If I play bishop b7. But you have many pawns. I guess that's a strong argument. I have no idea really. Probably this is fine for you. If this is good for Black, it wouldn't surprise me. You have a strong passed pawn coming up also. Yeah. And your rook. Yeah, my rook is not that well placed, if that's what you mean. Black wins f pawn too. Yeah, Black wins the f pawn. Safe to say this looks very promising for Black. So I don't know. Maybe this is also possible. But maybe I played badly here, right? After bishop takes e4. Is there some other move? I mean, this would be a surprising move. Speaking about surprising moves, we would say, hey, that's a bad move. You can play bishop f2. But then I could play rook f1 again, right? Or am I missing something? Bishop e3 and rook d2. Oh, okay. That's a good argument. Yeah, I don't think I survive here, right? I don't survive in this position. Okay. How can White survive here then? I know that this is not supposed to be the best choice, but I'm struggling to see it myself. Maybe I should take this pawn so that I can bring in the rook, don't you think? Maybe I should just forget about that hanging knight. Yeah, you give some, you lose some, or how do you say? I can maybe take here, right? And I can play rook takes f6, and I have a passed one. So, what do you think? Titan Chess says f takes e4, bishop takes e2 is bad. Is it bad for White, you mean? I don't see it that clearly, but okay. I have some move like that also, right? I don't know. Could I play that first? Did that make sense, or it didn't make sense? White has a lousy structure. Yeah, but okay, I'm trying to survive. What else can I do? I'm trying to survive here. I have a passed pawn, so I think maybe I'm okay here after all. Oh, pawn takes. All right, but then I guess I benefited something from this, right? Or maybe I didn't benefit anything. Bishop f3 now. Is that possible? Does bishop takes e2, e takes f6 work? Now I'm getting, yeah, no, this doesn't work, right? I can take it. And yeah, I see your idea, but you have to be dreaming to think that will work out. No, that won't work out, I think. Oh, you want to take back on f1? Yeah, maybe, but okay. Black didn't have any reason to enter this, right? They could just take back, like somebody was saying. And it was not clear how to survive with White, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I guess I don't have a very good answer to what would happen here. But bishop f3, that's what I should play here probably. And you were saying rook d3, is that so? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is okay, but I mean, you can see the difference here now. If I play a move like Bishop E7 and you take, now I don't lose the pawn anymore. I hope we can agree on that. I can play something like Rook F7, and I think this is much better than the previous line where we didn't swap pawns. I hope that's understandable. So yeah, interesting idea. Definitely something to take into account. Knight takes e4. We had some other moves. People were saying G takes f4, but I'm not sure that makes a big difference. So okay. Bishop e3 was also proposed. Yeah, that's another reasonable move, of course. Preparing some surprise on d2. I don't know. Maybe I can take and I can play bishop c1, or could I play bishop c1 straight away? I mean, my only mission here is to survive. Maybe I could play bishop c1 and I'm still in the game, I think. All right. So let's go back again. Let's requiz this little exercise. Let's see if we can figure it out. Now we have already rejected so many moves. Let's see if you can get it now. So 130. Tactical surprises, guys. Where is the tactical surprise? The hidden surprise. Look for that. Okay, we have a winner. RZ 2018. You got it. Strategic Simmer, Chess Samurai, Eric L008. Okay, nice work. Finally, people woke up. New Year's celebrations are definitely over. Eric L008, Adi Chess, Sabham, JM Chess 2010. Nice. Yeah, the Grandmaster also noticed this. So these are the typical, like, forbidden moves or invisible moves. Call it as you like. We have more winners here as Sabham, Royale, MM Thinker, Hacker Guru, Jake 2021, Pikachu, Troyboy, Aditya, Alg 19. Maybe we can stop here, right? Because most people already got it. So RZ 2018, you're the fastest one here. Okay, what's your move here for black? Right, knight f5. What a brilliant move. Complete surprise, I think, for white, this move. The knight is coming to e3. I mean, here you can clearly see the pattern, no? This move f4, it kind of asked for some tactical idea for black now that e3 is weak. Yeah, and I cannot take, right? RZ 2018, you calculated everything here. Aha, my king has no good squares. The rook is coming to d2, going to c3. It will just go to d3 first. If I go to c1, as you can see, aha, we can just force the king to b2 and then we play rook d2. We get back the piece and we're completely winning, of course. In the game, fair to say, in the game, white didn't proceed like this. They noticed, of course, the whole situation, and after knight f5, they played instead the move bishop c1, I think. Did they play bishop c1? Let's see. Yeah, they played bishop c1. But that's ugly for white, no? That's ugly. What do you think black played, RZ 2018? How would you continue here? Aha, you got it, Chess Samurai. Yeah, I know, of course, Chess Samurai. You wrote it in the chat. You wrote in the chat the move knight f5. I just ignored you so that I wouldn't ruin the exercise. Aha, 93, of course, bishop takes. We're threatening rook d2. Unfortunately, I mean, apart from white having a bad position and everything, they're also losing a pawn now because the pawn is hanging on f4. So that's exactly how the game went. Black capitalized on their little trick, and they went on to win this endgame without much difficulties. So, yeah, 93 to get the bishop pair, but also to win a pawn. I mean, that's just fantastic, both of those two things. So, interesting example. White had some difficulties here. Now you understand, everybody, why knight c3 was a good move. We avoid this tactical pattern on the second rank and so on. We can continue to fight here for a while. Black's knight, like somebody was saying, the knight is not well placed. It would be much better placed on e6, of course. And then the battle would continue. However, they played f4, and they fell into this move, knight f5. Titan Chess says, when your opponent is thinking for a really long time after you make a quick move, does that mean that they are planning a tactical surprise? I don't think so, really. I think if your opponent is thinking for a very long time, it simply means that they have some troubles, or maybe the position is very complex. Somebody said, don't think more than 20 minutes about the move after that. Just pick any move. I don't remember exactly who said this, but I think it makes some sense. Because after 20 minutes, usually we thought a lot, and we know a lot about the position already. And if we continue to think, it's probably because we are still like messed up with the whole position. All right, let's have a look at another example. I'm not allowed to think more than 9 minutes on a move, says L008. Really? I think we shouldn't be that strict, right? Sometimes it's okay to think a little longer, but okay, if you think 10 minutes on each move, it's bad, of course. You should try to find some kind of balance, and of course, have a look at your opponent's time also. Obviously, it's not good to have a big disadvantage related to your opponent's time. I thought 6 minutes on move 2. Yeah, I mean, depends on what your opponent played, right? All right, we're ready for our next little challenge here. You can see that we have some kind of complex position. White lost the right to castle, but maybe white's pawn structure is better. I don't know. Anyway, today we're not speaking so much strategy. We're speaking more tactics. So it's black to play, and we will have a look here if you can find the very nice way in which black proceeded in this game. Okay. I'll give you for this mission 1 minute and 30 seconds. All right, black to play. Try to find a nice way in which we can continue here with the black pieces. Take your time, please. Don't send me the move already. Think about it, okay? Okay, Chess Samurai, Titan Chess, and Tactical Magician. You got it. HDI Chess also. Very nice. Hacker Guru. We have some interference, but no problem. Okay, HDI Chess, Hacker Guru, RZ 2018, Amazon, Quacky, L008. We have many winners here. Eric, J Chess, Guinea Pig, and Toro Chess. You're very close, but you're missing the little detail, the surprising move, you could say. There are 2 surprising moves this time, right? So let's have a look here at what Chess Samurai has to say about this. All right, Samurai, you're on. How do you play with black here?
Okay, so we go knight c5.
All right, please go ahead.
Okay.
Knight c5.
I can play
yeah, you can move the pieces.
Okay, so
Pretty move, right?
Yeah, the threat's knight b3, and he cannot really move the queen because the b2 hangs. And if he moves the rook, I think like rook e1, for example.
Well, I wouldn't play rook e1, I guess, because I'm having an. I think I drop a pawn here, right? You have knight b3 later on, or I don't know. I mean, maybe something like this. I think I'm hanging a pawn on b2.
Knight d3.
Maybe knight e6 first, and then I can choose which pawn I would take. I mean, I would probably play rook d1. Okay, please continue, Samurai.
Knight b3.
Knight b3. Yeah. And white is in trouble, right? White is in trouble here. I don't know where to put the queen. Yeah. Is there some knight a4 only move, right? Tactical surprise. But I don't know if it's enough for white. Maybe they can actually stay alive here, right? With knight a4. I think so, yeah. Because you vacate the c3 square, right?
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, he should, if he takes the knight.
Sorry?
If he took the knight instead of going this rook d1.
If he took the knight. Yeah, I mean, anyway, just for the record here, knight e6 is a good move here. You can also play like this and then just develop your pieces. You're not winning here maybe with black. It's just extremely uncomfortable for black. All your pieces are now in good places now. So, yeah, okay, please continue. I'll take the knight, right? I'll take the knight.
Yeah, bishop c5.
So, you know what I think? When white played this position, they had prepared here to play simply king g3 and escape with the king, right? But what did they miss?
Bishop g1.
Exactly. They missed this move. It's not in every game that you put the bishop on g1 with the black pieces, right? It's not very typical. But it's a very strong move here because now there is no good way to stop rook g8. I mean, white can always give back the bishop, but strategically they're completely ruined here. So that's how the game went. And black went on to win. Oh, we had some comments in the chat. Okay, let's have a look here. This reminds me of a king hand classic where white went bishop g7 after sacrificing their queen to cut off the black king on g7 from going back to h6. Yeah, look, sounds interesting, Titan Chess. Which game might that be? You can tell us next time, maybe. You can bring up the game. Maybe we should do that once, right? You should post your own games, and we can look at them, your favorite games, and so on. Anyway, so yeah, it's the common theme of kicking out the king and cutting off the escape square, says RZ 2018, but hard to find in the game. Yeah, right. Amazon is saying something also. Queen takes d4 after knight a4, queen takes d4. Oh, you're back in the other variation. I understand. You're back in this variation, right? But I don't follow here. How do you mean? Take with queen? That doesn't work, does it? Or you want to play b5? Yeah, but this is not as clear as the other variation for sure. White should have some way of staying alive here, giving up some. I don't know. Many moves come to mind here. I can't really judge which one would be the best one. Bishop takes b5, says L008. Can you really get away with that? Maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. You want to take on d5. Okay. Looks okay. Yeah, maybe. Why not? Okay. So summing up, we have almost the same topic as previously. No, previously the last exercise, the knight went to d6. It could be taken by the pawn, and here we have a similar situation. The knight goes to c5. It's a kind of invisible move. Knight c5, like forbidden move. Don't put your pieces where they can be taken, and so on. But actually, it works out very well. But only because we have this move. If this move was not around, if you play something like rook g8, white is more than fine here. And I think that's what the grandmaster saw in the game. He just forgot about this sneaky move, bishop g1. All right, time for our next challenge. Let's see here. I'm trying to pick games which I think you haven't seen before. I hope I'm doing well so far. So you won't see Carlsen and Caruana in this little selection. Here we have a game between, well, not easy for me to pronounce, but with white, grandmaster from Vietnam, Nguyen, and playing black is Lee Shilong. You can see we have some kind of, what would this be? Some Nimzo Indian, I was going to say, but yeah, maybe some Nimzo Indian position. No, white has a nice center here. Black could have considered to play bishop b7. Is a very reasonable move, but okay, white can play e5. I had a little look at this position. What do you think black should play here, guys? You can just write it in the chat. Knight e5 says Amasin. Knight takes e4. That's not a possible move. Bishop d5 says Chess Samurai. Bishop d5 says Titan Chess. All right. If you say bishop d5, I have an argument against you. I think I'll take on d5, and you can probably guess my next move here. Yeah, not difficult, no. Of course, Titan Chess, knight g5. So I don't think you want this really, do you? Because you have issues with the king. f5, you cannot play f5, I think. That would be a surprising move. You're hanging the pawn on e6, right? And g6 is also ugly for black. There is something with knight takes e6 coming up. So, okay, I understand. Bishop d5 is a pretty move, but I'm not sure it's a good idea. Knight e5, somebody was saying, I think it's the same situation, knight g5. Aha, Sabham, you got it. I think that's the right move. I think bishop e4 is the best move here. Exactly. So you play bishop e4 to drive away the white queen from this diagonal. They'll play something like queen e2. Maybe now you can play your favorite move here, bishop d5. Although I wouldn't play it, because I would say they'll play bishop d3. And it's annoying, no? I don't have a good square for my knight. Unless I take, of course. I take and I put the knight there. But if you ask me, I would rather play here simply bishop takes f3. I mean, if they take with the queen, I'll take on c4. If they take on f3, I'll play knight e5. And I think black is okay here. I think black should be more or less equal. Anyway, we have some comments here. Where bishop e7 happens, why not knight takes e4? All right. Bishop e4, bishop e7 is favorable, giving attacking chances to white. Yeah, but okay, everything is relative. No, white will have some attacking chances here, but maybe we can use this f5 move that you were speaking about. Maybe we can prepare it, rook e8 and f5, I don't know. Maybe in that way we can defend here. And I mean, after all, white's pawn structure is not that great anymore. So we will go back to the start now. Yeah, we'll go back to the start. So here is your mission. Black played in the game. They didn't like the looks of knight, bishop e7, e5. So they played instead the move knight takes e4. All right. Time to think. How should white react to this situation. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute 30 seconds. Good luck, everyone. How to continue with white pieces here. Remember today's topic, tactical surprises. We don't know exactly at what moment though, so it's not necessarily now, it might be a little later. But okay, white to play and do something surprising. Well, surprising and hopefully good also. Okay, take your time. Okay, interesting move, Amazon. Maybe I can play knight f6 there. I just ignore your sacrifice. Adi chess. I think I'll just ignore that sacrifice, right? I'll play knight f6. Try to bring out my pieces. Okay, HDI chess, you're close. What if you play like that? I guess I play knight f6, HDI chess. Okay, Titan chess. We have a winner. We have a winner here. Titan chess got it. The only one so far. The one and only Titan chess. Heavy the hero, hacker guru. That's the main line. Okay, you can imagine yourself what I will play there, right? I understand, Pikachu, your move, but I will ignore that. I'll play knight c5, I guess, in that position. Chess Samurai, that's a little slow. I could maybe play queen d5 against your move, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we have more winners here. Also, L008 found this one. Most people go down the main line, but you should have looked a little more further into this. Yeah, another tactical surprise. You're right, Titan Chess. So let's listen to Titan Chess, one of the two students who found the right way to go with white here. Okay, of course, whenever they sack something, our first impression should be, our first thought should be to accept it. Just for the record, no, somebody was saying bishop takes e6. I would just play knight f6 here. I'm too lazy to calculate. This looks nice. I bring out my pieces. I'm ready to swap the bishop on c8 and so on. d5, somebody else said, okay. Again, I'm lazy to calculate. I'll play knight c5. You'll put your queen somewhere. I'll take. I'll play bishop e7, and I think black is just fine here. Maybe there is something better, but that's for starters. Okay. Now back to Titan Chess. Okay, Titan Chess said queen takes e4. I play queen takes e4. What now? Tactical surprise. Here we go. Bishop h6. That was not expected, but this makes a huge difference. Why is this move so important? Well, to understand it, we must, of course, first look at the main variation here. If queen takes, what do you think would happen, Titan Chess? I can give you the black pawn also. Exactly. Black can simply simplify here. Yeah, let's put the king somewhere. You can see for yourself, this is not a good endgame for white. Black is more active, and also white has a isolated pawn. Well, we're a pawn up, I think, really. Yeah, black is actually a pawn up. That's even better. So a lot of advantages. But once you see this pattern, once you see the pattern, sorry, it's taking some time to, what happened? I think Chessable is a great tool, but I think something happened at this moment. So I'll just reload the whole exercise. It forgot about the contents of the board. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, you're on Titan Chess. You can continue. Sorry for the repetition. Okay, so we accept, and now the surprising move. So in this way, what are we doing? We are doing three things exactly. We're connecting the rooks. We are keeping this threat, and we have a new threat coming up, because if black tries to avoid our threat against the rook, we have our new threat coming up. Exactly. So that's an interesting move. I have a little selection, of bishop h6 moves. This is not the only time I have seen this pattern. There is a very nice game in the Petrov defense. I don't remember exactly who played, but there is a nice game with bishop h6. Very surprising move and very strong. So yeah, my impression, black didn't see this coming when they played knight takes e4. They simply forgot about this intermediate move, bishop h6. They thought that white would perhaps take, and then they would have this nice trick, queen takes f1. I don't know if also the other way is possible, if we could play like this. I'm not sure, but okay, the other one is so nice, so we don't have to spend time on it. What black didn't see was this very, very nice intermediate move. Unfortunately, there is nothing black can do here. Yeah, what else can we play? We have to defend the rook somehow. You can play bishop a6 also, but white will just cash in the exchange here by queen g4, I guess. if bishop a6, knight d2. Yeah, but you don't have any need to play knight d2, right? It's better just to cash in the exchange before the black rook goes away. So yeah, nasty surprise. Nasty surprise. All right, let's move on to our next little surprise. Don't you think we should have a look at an endgame also? I think it's time to bring in an endgame here. By Dutch Grandmaster Luc van Velde. Very, very nice endgame. Knight versus bishop, that's always an interesting battle. You're playing with the white pieces here. I would like to know the best way to continue here playing with the white pieces. All right. 4 moves I will ask you for here, 130. All right, good luck everyone. Try to find a way in which Van Velde was able to capitalize on his extra pawn here in a rather surprising way, I would say. Please notice that I'm trying to approach my king to the g6 pawn. Okay, Carlos, I understand your idea, but I'll approach the king. I'll play king e6 there. Okay, so take your time, guys. Think carefully. Little Grandmaster, I will approach the king for your information. Okay, Chess Samurai, you got it. We have a winner here. Hacker Guru, JM Chess, Adi Chess, I'll play king e5 against your move, I think. King e5. I hope I have chances to save this still. Okay, so we only have one winner so far. We only have one winner. Okay, Strategic Simmer, you were very close. I should give you half a point for your solution. That's fine. Great work. Amazon, you got it also. Very nice. Excellent work. So we have 2 winners so far. This time we have the 3 winners with the mean swings. This time we have the surprising move on move 1. This time the surprise came from the very beginning. So let's see what Amazon has to say. All right, Amazon, you're on.
Knight h1.
Wow, that's a surprising move. Why do you go that way with the knight, Amazon?
To go knight g3 and to go knight f5 or knight h5.
Exactly. Very nice thinking. Okay, let's have a look at the main line here. I'll approach the king. My plan is to take the pawn.
g3.
And already now we can see that my plan is getting more and more complex. I cannot play king f6, of course.
Knight h5 and this is the one.
Exactly. We just win this pawn endgame thanks to our outside passed pawn. Exactly. So if I play something else, let's say bishop h6, what would you play? Exactly. Knight h5. Now concrete threat of g7. I must go down with the king. And at this point, there are different ways to continue here. I like this move, king e2. What on earth is Tactical Magician? You want to say something, Tactical Magician? Be my guest. Some issue? No. Okay, is g7 still winning? I wouldn't use this move, g7. I wouldn't use it because I don't want to show my cards still. If g7, king f7, my knight is tied to the pawn, so maybe black can just sit and wait. I don't know. They could at least try. So I think it's better to keep the pawn on g6 so that the knight has more flexibility. Is g4 winning? Yeah, I think g4 is okay. I'll play something like bishop c1. I'll just wait for you. That's the way I would play here. But I thought there was another way to continue. I would be happy to hear about which plans you can see for white here. King e2 is simple. Okay, Amazon, you play king e2. I'll just play bishop c1. Which do you think is the best way to continue here? RRJ Chess Master. I agree with your plan. King d1 and just move. King d1 and just go around the pawn, try to provoke e3. That's one way to win. And I think the other one is this one. You can also play g3, so that if they go back, you could play something like knight f4. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is also a good plan for white, or maybe not. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe it's unnecessary. Yeah. Let's stick to your plan instead. King d1. We move around the king, and yeah, I don't think there is much black can do about this. They will have to sit and wait, and we can play king d4, and now the pawn is on e3, which helps us, no, because we can attack it more easily. Yeah, I think this should be winning for white. I'm not 100% sure how it's arranged, but yeah, there should be good winning chances. Maybe black is running out of moves also. I don't know if we can use this same idea of, like I was saying, with g3 to create like a little square for the knight, something like that. And then we can pick up the pawn. Yeah, this should be winning, right? Or is there anyone who can see some other... I can't see any problem with this. Yeah, I mean, just for starters, they cannot go and take the pawn because, yeah, we'll take and they will always lose the pawn endgame and so on. So, yeah, knight h1, very nice move. And Grandmaster Fanveli, he duly found it. He knew that this was the best square for his knight. Okay, some people are saying g3 on move 1. Why would you play that? If I approach the king, what was the idea, L008? You want to play knight h3, is that so? Okay, I understand. Yeah, who knows? What would I play? King f6, maybe. I understand. Yeah. You want to play knight f4, and if knight h6, you will play knight d5. Is that so? Because if you play king e2, I can take, right? This time I think it's okay. This time I won't lose the pawn endgame. So you will play knight d5, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. Knight. What is a draw? Yeah, but this is probably not a draw. But doesn't black keep some chances for a draw here? Maybe not. If I bring in the king very quickly, could I do that? King f5 and... I don't know. Do you think this is simple? If you say so, I'll believe you. But I don't see it as simple. Oh, knight e5 maybe, to play b6, you mean? All right. Maybe you're right then. Yeah, maybe this actually gives good winning chances. Aha. Maybe I should put the bishop on d6, but... Yeah, unnecessary, exactly. Maybe you will win it this way also. But I think what Fanveli played was much nicer. It's much cleaner this way to play. Aha. So knight h1, maybe you remember that famous Nimzowitsch game where he had a knight on... How was it? He has a knight on g3, he played knight h1, then he played knight f2. Check your classics. This is classical case of improving our pieces. This is something similar. Aha. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on and see our next example. Should we bring in some more pieces? Yeah, let's bring in some more pieces. Let's have a look at a Sicilian battle from a game played a few years ago. In this game, we have with the white pieces Bokema, and playing black is Debashis. I think international masters, no? So you're playing with the black pieces here. I would like to know how you proceed with black here, which would be the best way to continue here playing black. All right. I guess that's everything we have to ask for, right? Yeah. 1 minute 30. Good luck, everyone. Try to find a way, an unexpected way in which black was able to get a big advantage in this game. Oh, you're very close, Titan Chess. You got the right idea. Chess Samurai also. Yeah, that's the right idea. I'm just afraid it's not correctly executed. Sabham, I understand your idea, but I'll take the pawn. I'll take the pawn and I'll try to put the knight in the center, so to speak. But definitely I would give you half a point because you have grasped the right idea. All right, Adi Chess, Tactical Magician. There are many exchange sacrifices in the Sicilian, but I don't think this is the best occasion for it. So Sabham, RG Chess Master, and Mean Venks, you got the right idea. HDI Chess also, but you should adjust this plan. Okay. Smiling Floor, nice plan with the rook. I see what you mean. Okay, Amazon, you got it again. Great work. So that's a little extra touch, which Amazon is explaining to us. Okay, please go ahead, Amazon. What should you play here? Yeah, you know, this is an interesting topic as such, this kind of situation. Very often we like to keep the pawn here to restrict our opponent. We love to keep a pawn on h4. We don't want to commit it and so on. But tactically, just like Chess Samurai is saying, it's very useful for us that the second rank is open. So it's a good moment to play this, but only if you understand the next move here, which is our surprise move. So please go ahead, Amazon. Exactly, bishop a3. Very pretty move. I guess white was not focusing too much on the queen side here. They were looking more at the king side. But this is a very nice move because no matter what happens here, white will lose control of their structure. 95 is not working here really because, as Chess Samurai was saying, now we can just pick up the pawn. Oh, you want to play rooks? Yeah, but I think it's easier to take the pawn, right? You don't have anything to fear here, really. White has many things to fear because their king is getting exposed at this point. Don't forget that the queen is staring at that pawn, and if king g1, we have bishop c5 and so on. So, yeah, in the game, they played after bishop a3. They played, I think, rook e2. Yeah, you can. I mean, if you take, they will just take, and it's a horrible structure for white, and this is a passed pawn and so on. So yeah, this is nightmare for white. In the game, they played rook e2. And what did you play, Amazon? We just win a pawn here, right? Okay, you can probably play like that also. I don't know. Does this give me an extra tempo attacking the pawn, or that doesn't matter? Yeah, I think you mixed up the move order, no? You should just take that pawn. Not so much for the pawn, maybe, but in order to leave white with less stability in the center. So now 95, now finally your favorite move here, rook c4. Yeah, now it's a good move, of course, the rook. I mean, after all, the rook was attacked. We create a counter threat. They can try queen f3, hitting the pawn on f7, but I guess we can just defend it, right? Which would be the best defense here? What do you think? Bishop anchors on d4. Yeah, interesting way to put it. Okay, so how would you defend this pawn, guys? Which would be the best defense? I know which is the worst defense. Yeah, queen d7. Did you check knight takes b6? No issues there? Yeah, queen b7 is... don't play that, please. That would ruin all our previous efforts. So I guess we should protect it. Exactly, queen e6. I like that move also. If they take on b6, we can just ignore it. Exactly, we can play rook c3. No matter what happens here, you can see that black has a nice game. Their bishop is stronger than the knight, probably. This is not exactly stronghold for the knight. And also black's king, I think feels much safer than white's here. Okay, they're not winning here. Yeah, one thing to notice here also is that this pawn will slowly try to get closer here. So nice little tactical idea. Please notice that if you play bishop a3 straight away, I can perhaps just take this pawn. And I mean, you can take here, but I have some more tactical chances here. My king is much safer. I mean, that's the main difference here, because I have still the f2 pawn on the board. So yeah, that's the right way to go. We should take first. This is always complex, which is the right moment to take such a pawn. But here, because black has prepared this nice tactical shot or strategical shot, call it what you like. All right, let's continue. Let's see a game by Peter Svidler, which he was very close to winning, but in the end, his opponent was able to save themselves here. So maybe you have seen this example. I like it very much. White is the exchange up. However, Peter Svidler with the black pieces has started a very strong attack. You can see there is the threat of rook f1. So I would like to know how you would continue here with white pieces. Is there a way out of this difficult situation? I think many of you will find this very quickly. So I'll give you just 1 minute 20 for this, okay? Oh, you saw this before, JM Chess. Interesting. But you forgot it. Oh, sometimes they say if we don't remember a tactic, it was not so important to us. I don't know. Is that a conclusion? Anyway, good luck, everyone. Okay, L008. You got it. Very nice. Oh, many people found it. Yeah, I knew this was an easy one. L008, Strategic Simmer, RRG Chess, RZ 2018, Chess Samurai, Wood Chess, Tactical Magician. Yeah, this was piece of cake for you. Very nice tactical vision. There was a defense here for white. There is only one defense. You have found it. Also, the Israeli Grandmaster found it. So let's listen to L008, the fastest one on this one. He found it in like 5 seconds, I think. Rook G1, that's not a natural move, but it's very, very strong. In the first place, we are preventing the mate. In the second place, we are threatening to give mate ourselves, now that we have 3 pieces lining up against the bishop on G8. And if black takes, white has something prepared here. Aha, typical perpetual check combination. As you can see here, white ends up down material. However, they have assured themselves of a little perpetual check here with queen. Aha, that's exactly how the game went. Maybe Siedler had chances earlier in this game to win it, but at this point, white saw this move, rook G1. Maybe not so difficult because you don't have so much else to do here. Some people were saying bishop F6 check, but this doesn't work, I think. I'll just take it with the bishop, and I'm protecting the bishop now with the rook, so this doesn't work. And from your other moves here, rook takes d4, that cannot be a good move. How is that? Rook takes d4. This ends with mate, if I'm not mistaken. Rook f1, and you give mate, right? So that's not possible. Aha. Sorry, did I miss something in the chat? Yeah, bishop f4 sadly can't work. Yeah, what happens with bishop f4? I guess I can just take it, right? And again, if you take on d4, no way I will take back. I'll just go for my mate anyway. Aha. Nice. Let's have a look at a more complex example. Let's see one of the best players from my country, historically speaking. We had a European champion under 20, Ferdinand Hellers. He's playing here with the black pieces. As you can see, this is a Grunfeld game, right? We're in the Grunfeld, and it looks like if white was slightly better here, but actually they're in huge trouble. So it's your move here. Try to find a way in which black was able to win this game. They're actually basically winning in this position, but you have to be very precise to find the way in which the Swedish grandmaster continued here. Long variation, but I'm pretty sure that you can find it out how to win this game. All right, let's see if I can bring this up. Oh, sorry if it's a very long variation, no, but yeah, it should be easy to understand. Okay, 2 minutes. Good luck, everyone. Yeah, white is down a pawn, but they have a lot of pressure, no? Long variation, take your time. Remember, there is a surprising move. There is a very surprising move here. Okay, you're very close, Quacky, but you should have taken more time. Maybe I can just ignore it, no? The pawn. I won't take it. What will I play instead? Good question, Quacky. I'm thinking about your move. What does that mean? Interesting, yeah. Maybe you found another good way to play here, Quacky. Rook d1 maybe. Rook d1 to protect the pawn, perhaps. Okay. Medina Tiger, you're hanging the knight on c6. Can't I just take it? So Quacky, Wu Chess, Adi Chess, and JM Chess. I like your idea. I'm just wondering if I could play Rook d1 just to strengthen the... Oh, but you'll play Queen b6 then, right? I see. Interesting idea, yeah. We will have to look at this very carefully. Maybe you found a better way. Okay, Chess Samurai, I understand your move. That's probably a good choice as well. What would I play against that? Yeah. Maybe there are several ways to continue here with black. Could I play bishop b5, Samurai? And oh, you take on d4 and you can take on e2. Okay, I see what you mean. Oh, complex stuff. Yeah, I can't find a good move there. I'm afraid. So who got the closest here? Jake and Hacker Guru, you got very close. Aha, that's the right idea for sure. Yeah, long variation, wrong variation. Yeah, I would say the same thing. Okay, Amazon, you got very far. Yeah, you got very, very far. Impressive. All right, so time's up. Let's see if we can understand this together. Please remind me of the moves that you were proposing here. So, yeah, white is a pawn down, but they have some space advantage, and the bishop is well placed and so on. They would like to play something like rook d1, strengthening their center. So this pawn on d4 is always like a attacking object in the Grunfeld, right? So some people were saying here the move bishop c8 at once. Yeah, I guess you can play that. Perhaps white could play bishop b5, right? To keep some pressure there. Not so convincing, maybe, bishop c8. We should look for something even better. So a lot of people were saying knight c6, and after queen c4, knight takes d4. You will have to help me to understand this. If I take on d4, what was the idea? What were you planning to play now? Bishop c8. Okay, I understand. You're attacking here, you're attacking there. Don't I have knight c6, or am I hanging something? Let me know if I'm hanging something, please. I don't think this is working, no, for black. What else? Some people were saying b5 at move 1. Very, very interesting idea. This is very close to what happened in the game. So b5, we're preparing to go queen b6. If bishop takes b5, I guess there are at least two problems. We could play either queen b6 or rook b8. Both look very, very strong. So I don't think I can take the pawn. So what would I play then after b5? Anyone with a sharp tactical eye, let me know what to play with white. Could I play rook a1 maybe? Queen c5 says mean swings. But yeah, okay, Amazon, congratulations. Yeah, you got closest. Okay, but now let's focus on this game. So maybe rook a1. Oh, but knight c6 is very strong, right? Attacking the pawn. What if I play queen c5 now? Queen b6. Yeah, and this is very close to the game. White will collapse here very soon, I think. But I don't know. I get the feeling that white is better off here than in the game. If I play bishop e3 here. Don't you think I have a chance of saving this with white? I don't think it's so bad for white, actually. This bishop is very nice. It's tying up black a little, no? b4, somebody's saying. b4. Okay, I can probably go back with the rook, right?
Oh, wait, bishop e3. Oh, wait, rook is.
Sorry?
Nothing.
I think this is a very interesting idea. So if you said b5, I'm happy to award you half a point. I don't know what happened. What's happened? Okay, now it's back. So in the game, okay, we listened already to who got it right? Who was it? I don't remember anymore. Amazon. We listened to Amazon. Let's listen to somebody else here. Okay, Meanswanks, you can try this out, okay? How do you continue here?
I didn't get this right, but...
But you got the first moves, the first two moves. The second move is very, very important. So this is how the game went. Knight c6, white played queen c4, and here is the key move here. b5. Exactly.
You play this to try and get a piece on the b5 square. That way, then knight d4 or bishop d4 is possible.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, you're vacating the b6 square. You're freeing the b6 square for your queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that when this position, when T-Man with white pieces, he was analyzing this. I think he didn't think about this move. Maybe he didn't visualize this move. That's what happened here. So white is in big trouble here. If I take on b5 with the bishop, I think this is very bad for them. What would you play now, Meanswanks? Which would be your best move here? Taking into account that the queen is tied to the defense of the bishop. You can maybe take on d4. Yeah, interesting. What would happen then? This is what somebody was saying, right? Maybe I can just take back, though. You will only win a pawn here, if I'm not mistaken. You only win a pawn in this variation. But, yeah.
Wait.
Sorry?
Oh, yeah.
So try to go for more. You can go for more here, right? You can go for more. Remember, the queen is tied to the bishop, right?
Yeah.
So what else? What else comes to mind?
Queen b6 and rook to c8, knight a5.
Yeah, knight a5, exactly. So in this way, now white is in huge trouble. The queen cannot go there due to rook b8. And here also there is a hanging piece on c3. So that's what black can profit from here. They can take, exactly, and they can take on d4. And in the end, everything works wonders for black here. White won't be able to defend everything. In the end, they will lose material here, knight c4, and I can't see a way for white to survive here. So, yeah, that's not what happened in the game, but that's one of the ideas behind this move b5. So in the game, T-Man, which by the way was one of the best players in chess history, I think he was number 3 at his best, again, after Karpov and Kasparov, he played here the move queen c5. And that's where you got it wrong, right? Here, Minsvenks didn't find the right way. Yeah, so this was a tough move. This move is difficult also. But if you look carefully, you can see that the pawn on d4 is still weak. So you should play here queen b6. If you look at it from this perspective, it's a double attack, right? You're attacking a6, and at the same time, you're attacking d4. So it's a very nice tactical move, and white is not helped at all by swapping queens. Sometimes when we're in trouble, we like to swap queens, but this is not one of those cases because, yeah, white is busted here no matter what they play. In the game they took, and as you can see here now, we are happy to attack the rook at the same time. Knight takes d4 is coming up, the rook on c3 is loose. Not a chance that white can save themselves here. Bishop takes b4, knight takes d4. This is over because too many pieces are hanging. In the game, they played instead bishop b7, and after knight takes d4, black went on to win. Knight c1. Yeah, this is how the game went, I think. And here I think our friend Amazin said e6, but in the game they played knight e6, which was probably stronger. Yeah, because you're winning the exchange, right? It's a double attack here. Discovered attack, sorry. So that's basically the idea. But yeah, e6 is probably winning also. Yeah, after all, you're 2 pawns up and you have a better position. So what happened in this example? Black was a pawn up, but white had some positional compensation. However, by means of this very, very surprising move b5, black was able to counterattack white. And I would say, like a general rule, if you play, I mean, this is very basic, but if you have a pawn center like this and a pawn on f3, it makes sense to have the bishop on e3. I know there are a million exceptions from that, but yeah, this is an example. If you had the bishop in the right place from the very beginning, this wouldn't happen, right? So yeah, that's the way I would look at this. All right, let's see if we can check another example. Okay, this one is very nice. Yeah, let's have a look at another endgame. Okay, let's have a look at another endgame. This one is very nice. Why did white play f3? Yeah, I guess that happened in the beginning of the game. I guess this was the bishop c4 variation, right? Bishop c4 and 92. That's how you got there. Okay, let's have a look at another endgame, but it's not a typical endgame. As you can see, it's a very wild endgame. Black is a whole rook down, however, white's king is rather exposed. So I would like you to think about how should white continue in this very, very complex position. Let's question this one. You're playing with the white pieces. Of course, we would like to win this game. After all, we're a whole rook up. However, black has some counter chances here. So yeah, your move here. Okay, I'll just quiz you for until this point. 1 minute 30. Yeah, good luck, everyone. White to play and try to make the best of it. Take your time, please. Take your time. Okay. Take your time. There are some pitfalls on the way here. Okay. Yeah, I get the point. Royal RRG Chess Master Hacker Guru. That's what the Iranian Grandmaster played. But that was not a good idea. Black gets away with the draw there. Heavy the hero, Google Chess. Bad news for you. Sadham, bad news. Black will make a draw here by some surprises. Yeah, by some tactical surprises. Again, we're speaking surprises here. Everybody wants to play like that. We don't have any winners. Okay, HDI Chess, you got it. Yeah, that's fine. You can give that check first if you like. So we have a winner here. HDI Chess is the winner. That's too beautiful, Titan Chess, I think. Your move is too beautiful. I can play Queen F7 check, I guess. So, Chess Samurai also got it, as well as HDI Chess and Amazon. Amazon is having a great session today, right? He's getting everything right, it seems. Very nice. Okay, so Wu Chess, you also got it. Wu Chess got the right solution. So let's listen to Wu Chess. Okay, Wu Chess, how would you continue here with white?
So I would play Queen D5. This if king f5, there's rook h5, king takes g4, queen g2, king takes h5, queen h3, king g5, queen g3 with a
Exactly. That's how the game went. That's how the game went. And white, of course, they cannot go to f5 due to mate, so they had to agree to draw. That's what white didn't manage to see. Maybe they were in time trouble. I think they were already past the move 16. So okay. So what was your conclusion, Wuches?
So I was calculating queen d5 for this reason.
But then you saw rook e3 and you said,
I saw
"Oh, this."
rook e3. So at first I calculated king takes e3, but I couldn't see a clear win here. So,
Aha, it's not so clear, right? Black's queen is very active also, and
yeah,
you don't have so many checks.
so
But then you noticed
just from
something.
process of elimination, I came to the conclusion of king f5, and I realized there was an easy win after queen takes d5, rook 1a7.
Exactly. King f5, what a surprising move. After queen takes d5, we have rook a7 and white wins. Yeah, okay, I could have stopped here. I asked you for the next moves here. Yeah, as you can see here, everybody, we cannot escape with the king. Then black is mated. So in the game, they had to play. I mean, in the variation, had to play here. So somebody was saying, why rook a7? It's okay, rook a7. I can only give you one correct move. I cannot put multiple choices here. So king takes e4 or rook a7, both of these are fine, of course. White will win effortlessly thanks to their big material advantage. So, yeah. Which rook did you use? You can only use one rook, right? You cannot use the other rook. Or you mean like a cruel joke with black to give check with that rook? Yeah, probably you can do that also. I didn't think of that, honestly. But probably you can play like that, you mean, to go back with the rook. Yeah, that's a funny joke you can play on black if you like. But else, it's easier to play like Wuches explained here. So after queen d5 looks like a big mistake. However, we have this very, very surprising move, king f5. Not easy at all, but okay. It has to do with black's king safety, right? And here, black is forced to give back the material and end in a losing endgame because, yeah, they can't go to h6 due to the mate. So, yeah, I think it's like Wuches was saying, something about elimination technique also. Once I noticed that this is king takes, it's not convincing, I should have at least have a quick look at other moves. Okay, we can quickly see that king e4 is not a good idea, but yeah, maybe spend a second or two on moves like king f5 also. So maybe we should bring up our last example for today. And I thought about this very nice game played by the top Swedish player, Nils Gandelius. He was playing with white pieces in a Sicilian Najdorf. Let's see if we can understand this together. Very strong player. Here we have Sicilian Najdorf with bishop g5. Black play knight b7. I'm not an expert here really, but I know that the most critical is supposed to be the poisson pawn variation, right? But okay, here they play knight e7 and white play now bishop c4, some kind of Sozin transposition here. e6 castles queen a5, f4. White's development is very fast in this game. Queen c5. Already now you can see there are some tactics coming up. We're not even at move 10, but already there are issues here. The white king is exposed. By the way, in the previous example, it was like beyond move 60, but it was saying move 5 because I'm always using the initial moves here, like 1, 2, 3, and so on.